We're at LA Fitness now, about to get this chest workout in. I'm going to start out with some chest flies. I always like to start all of my chest days with some sort of fly movement just to get the blood flowing, kind of get that mind-muscle connection where it needs to be before we start moving heavy weight. And I find that my body responds really well to fly movements. So I'm always doing some sort of fly motion at the beginning and the end of my chest day. So we're gonna go ahead and get that started. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get into the working sets now. I'm going to end up doing 2 sets of 15, 2 sets of 12, and the last set is gonna be a lighter set of 10, but I'm going to focus on squeezing and holding for 3 seconds at the end of every rep, really getting that stretch at the bottom. That's all flies are really about, is getting that big stretch and that really good squeeze at the middle and at the top. So for my first set, I'm thinking we'll probably go about 200. This is lightweight, trust me. And we're still reversing out. Just wait. Come back and see me in 4 weeks. You'll see something. So that's set 1. I like to set my timer for about a minute and a half between every set, just to make sure that I'm not taking too long. Make sure we keep that blood flowing and stay warm. What I also like to do, believe it or not, going to this off season, I am utilizing a progressive overload kind of way of working out. So what I'm doing is I'm actually tracking all of my weights being used. So as you'll see from last week or my first 3 days, I'm tracking all of my sets and all of my weight. So it's just to see that every week we're getting better and better and better. Big squeeze, big squeeze. Yep. Big stretch. Big squeeze. Give me one more, give me one more. Come on, baby, let's go. Yep. Sometimes we'll do an extra rep or two if we feel like we got it in the tank. Never feel like you have to stop at the top of your rep range. If you have more in the tank and you feel like you can hit it for good form, hit that shit, man. We are doing bench press right now. As always, I like to stick to my 2 to 3 warm-up sets. So you're not gonna see a whole lot of heavy weight being moved today, simply because I am reversing out from a show. So the food is still kind of low, but we're just incrementally increasing it to take advantage of the rebound. As the food goes up, the weight's gonna go up, but we're still gonna work up to a pretty heavy weight today. Normally, I actually don't bench press very much. Normally, I'll do like a dumbbell bench, but in the off season, I do like to utilize heavy weight because I do think that there's something to be said for moving heavy weight. Gonna go ahead and throw a little bit of weight on there, nothing too crazy for the first set. So as you guys can see, that feels a little bit heavier than it normally would when we're higher in food, but like I said, we're barely scratching 250 carbs a day right now, probably not even that. So that prep strength is still in full effect right now, but we're working our way back up. That was 12. I'm gonna probably stick right here and go into 10 for the next set. Woo! Get that shit up there, bitch. That's a struggle set and a half, but that's what we're here for, you know? That's what a set should look like, guys. When you're giving maximal effort, that last rep should be a little shaky, but don't be like me, always utilize the spot. So we're utilizing the same training method we did on the flat bench. We're gonna go 12, 12, 10, 10, and then failure on that 5th set. Upper chest is a body part of mine that I'm really trying to build, so I'm gonna be hammering upper chest a lot today with this. Yes, I do have a rep range, but as you can see, if I feel like I have more in the tank, I'm gonna hit it until I can't hit it anymore. Like, that's how guys really need to be training. Like, so many guys nowadays train so soft, like, and even though I'm still technically in a deficit, I'm still pushing. Like, you can't be great unless you push yourself. When I see these guys coming in here, lifting weights, doing sets of 12, they still have 2-3 reps in the tank. Like, that's not how you get better. That's not how you be great. Like, I don't train for second. I don't train for 6th. I train for 1st every single day. All right, guys, so right now we're doing incline dumbbell flies. Like I said, my chest responds really, really well to fly movements. So this is our 2nd fly movement of the day, and I'm supersetting these with some I just call it close hand incline presses to really just hammer in that blood to the upper and inner chest. Again, I'm really not gonna train in the arms today. A lot of people like to throw in triceps on their chest days, but believe it or not, I actually don't train arms anymore. My arms are pretty big as it is, and that was one of the judges' feedback, was just not to train arms anymore. I don't need any bigger arms, so we're just really hammering all of our time today in on the chest. So come on. So you guys will notice when I'm doing my flies, I'm not opening up super wide like this and coming down. I'm only getting a little bit of an angle in the elbow, and I'm coming more down than out. That's how you save your rotator cuff. You want to come, have a nice little bend, get that depth, and then come in and squeeze. A lot of guys throw their shoulders out and chest out by trying to be wide and come down too low. No reason for that at all. Just keep that elbow here, get that stretch, come in and squeeze. All right, guys, so this is our last real movement of the day. We're gonna do cable lateral raises, really focusing on driving up with our laterals. So when you're gripping the cable or the rope or whatever you wanna call it, have a loose grip. Think of your hand as just a hook just to hold it, and you really wanna think of and focus here when you're raising it up. Don't pull it with your hand. A lot of guys squeeze really hard and kind of pull with their forearm. Loose grip. Use that lateral head, come straight out, straight down, straight up, straight down. All right, guys, so you just saw me go through a chest day today, through a little bit of shoulders at the end just to have some fun. Thanks for joining us, guys. You know, Eddie here, Infinite Gains with Muscle and Strength. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Hopefully you'll see me here more often, and follow me on Instagram and Infinite Gains.